Hello there, it's Katrina again with Do You Have a Couple of Minutes? And today I want to know if you have a couple of minutes to talk about the School of Hard Knocks. But first off, I want to remind you about my upcoming retreat, Authentic Alignment. It's coming up on September
November.
9th in Palm Springs. And if you go into the show notes, you'll be able to find some information on taking a look at that retreat and how you might join it. So I hope you'll consider joining me there on Saturday, November 9th in Palm Springs. But let's get started to talk about the School of Hard Knocks. Learning comes in a lot of different forms, and a lot of people spend time in the School of Hard Knocks. We make things a little more difficult than they need to be. And sometimes we do that by engaging in things before we're ready. Sometimes we try to take shortcuts where we need to actually do the work. And sometimes we're just resistant to the advice and guidance that we are given. Now, I'm not saying that discomfort is not necessary for growth, because I believe we have to put ourselves in a place of discomfort to be able to grow. But sometimes we can save ourselves a lot of trouble and a lot of effort by learning through the experiences of others, by listening to some of the advice of others. And we can save ourselves a little bit of time in that School of Hard Knocks. When we share our stories, we create safe spaces for other people to have their lived experiences. When we share our stories, that can act as a bit of encouragement for others. It can help them to keep going. I'm reminded about a time early in my career where I was laid off from my job, and I was just devastated, thinking, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? How am I going to pay the rent? How is all this going to happen? And, I was trying to figure out what plan B and plan C were at the time. And somebody who had lived a lot more life than me said, hey, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. And I was, insistent that, hey, they didn't understand what an upheaval all of this was in my life at that time. And they still calmly said, don't worry about it. You're going to get through it. They provided that comfort and the experience of knowing that circumstances happen, but we are able to get through them. They provided a bit of safe space for that emotion to kind of flow through and then get to a point of, okay, here's how we're going to approach the situation. So think about that when you're going through things, when you have maybe tough lessons that it seems like it's hard to learn. Are you listening to the experience that others have around you, to the advice that others have around you? Are you learning from your mistakes? All of these things can help us to avoid some of those hard knock school experiences. Over the next 10 episodes, I'm going to share some brief pieces of wisdom with you and some perspective for you to consider. And hopefully, it will be something that you can learn from, that you can apply, that you can share with others, so that together we can be in safe spaces, so that together we can benefit from our collective experience and we can grow and be in the fullness that we were meant to be in. So I hope that you'll join me for those next 10 episodes. And with that, that is my few minutes for today. I hope that you found that this has been a topic that's been inspiring, something to help you think, learn, grow, and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. And I hope that if you are enjoying these messages, that you will share them with others so that they can come along our learning journey as well. Please be sure to check out the show notes for a summary of today's session, as well as contact information if you'd like to be in touch with me. There's also information on the upcoming Authentic Alignment Retreat that is happening Saturday, November 9th in Palm Springs with me as your host. There is also information on my most recent book publications in the show notes. As always, I'm super appreciative of you joining me here today, and I sure hope to see you back next time. Until then, bye-bye.